Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hi guys, and welcome to the stream. Yes, today, bring your tactics. What a day. Hope you guys are well. We shall be getting to everybody's tactics. I'll be putting the link in the chat very, very soon. Yes. I'm tired. Why do we do this to ourselves? Huh? I mean, I think 30 years ago when my parents or my grandfather, they probably worked in the fields, you know what I mean? Worked their asses off. No office. Run here, run there. Now our generation, we go to the gym, we sweat, we punish ourselves, we torture ourselves. Why do we have to do all this Mickey Mouse shit? How are you guys, man? Okay, we're gonna bring our tactics. Okay, we got tactic in. I'll be popping in the link for everyone else very soon. Let me just put the link in here. You can use that link to pop in. No, wrong. That's not the link. That's the link to the video. Sorry, my bad. Long link. Okay, wrong. PYT FM22. No. Wrong link again. What is with me today, man? Giving all the wrong links. Copy. Yes, this is the link. Shish kebabs. Come on, see. Put a link. Put the right link in the chat, Daljit. Don't be such a blur dog. Just because you sweat, you work out in the gym, doesn't give you an excuse for putting the wrong link in chat. Okay, the correct link is up. Okay, let's go. Yes, I look a bit different because I just came out of the gym, right? So I want to keep my body warm for a while. Because it's my room. I go from a gym that's like 32, 31, over 30 degrees, right? So working out, I enter a room that's 22 degrees. That's like a major drop, no? I just finished the workout like an hour ago. Hour and a half. Hour? It's like an hour and a half, yeah. My body's still very warm. Okay. Alright, so this is the tactic we got in from one of you. Alpha, this is your tactic. So it's a 4-3-3. Let's look at any PIs. No PIs. Wow. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Inverted wingbacks will come in here. Very congested center during your tactic. You're still standard width, no pushing. I mean, sometimes I think these kind of tactics, you need to just give an impetus, in the middle to get some stuff done. But we've got a few substitutions. We got a few suspensions, which is a bit painful for this tactic because center mid got to have enough players. Okay, so we just look at. So once again, what is this show all about? Bring your tactics is a chance for you to bring in your saves, or rather, not your saves, your tactics, and we play through your tactics. It's just a chance for us to see whether there's a different point of view, right? Okay, because very often when people play with their tactical systems, they're kind of shy when it comes to even changing mentality or changing a team instruction here or there, maybe even the impact of a certain role or a duty. Well, I think that there's no downside to making changes in your tactic when you're playing the game. In fact, it's important to identify transitions. So what we do on the show is we take your tactic, we let it play for 45 minutes in game time, right? Not 45 minutes in real life, okay? And then we see how your tactic plays out. Sometimes your tactics are brilliant. They don't need, I'm like, that's happened before. And I go like, whoa, this tactic is very good. Let's try something different, right? And then, we try other things out to see what changes can happen to the tactic. And, your tactic is still very good. Or sometimes your tactic needs that bit of extra. I might feel that, there might be too many PIs, or we might have to try something different, and that's where I give you my point of view. At the end of the day, it's better if I play the tactic, right? Because in some cases, when we have lots of tactics, I just have to give suggestions, and they're never going to be perfect. Naturally, the tactic will depend on the players that you use. Because if you take a tactic that it might look good on the show, but then when you take it out and you play with a team that's got Mickey Mouse, Laurel and Hardy in defense, then you can see all kinds of mistakes happening. So it's important to realize that nevertheless, you still need the right kind of players for any kind of tactical system, and we try to point that out during the show. Okay, so what do we have as our first tactic? Our first tactic today, we've got a 4-3-3 from Alpha, right? So he's sending this tactic. Complete forward, inside forward, winger on attack. Now we're gonna get plenty of width here because you got an inverted wingback coming in here. Inverted wingback coming in here, and then but there's gonna be I foresee a lot of congestion. You got no PIs to speak of in your tactic, which is you have at the back Mark Taiter. All right, strange. I normally am very worried about applying two Mark Taiters to both central defenders because the way the match engine sometimes plays, sometimes they get pulled out of position too easily. You got a fairly balanced tactic, play out defense. This looks like it's a fairly possession-centric system, right? So let's play this for the first 45 minutes without making any changes. We've got one other thing about Football Manager, right? You need a bench strategy, right? Somebody to come off the bench. At the moment, we have none. Okay, they're all suspended. And we've been using this, we've been changing tactics every game. And we're still second on the table. So what happened to this whole tactical familiarity thing? I don't know. I never heard of it. I don't know what tactical familiarity. Don't come talking to me about tactical familiarity. Okay. You know how I feel about tactical familiarity. All right, let's watch this game. No, we'll do it in extended highlights. I mean, comprehensive highlights is a bit too much information. Okay. So here we go. Witzel gets the ball. Okay, see what I mean by congested? When you get to this point here, it's incredibly congested, right? So you got players holding up the ball, you got line runners, but there's a lot of I'm looking for space, but I can't find it, kind of thing, Okay, Correa gets in, slashes the shot. We're gonna watch this on 2D because we need to see the spatial relationships between the players. Okay, this is good. We want to see something like this. This is during build-up play, right? Build-up play nice and wide, but someone other when they get here, in fact, when they get here, it'll be congested. See where this inside forward is standing and where this winger is standing. Okay, so at this point, the winger is gonna play by his role, and it's gonna go wide. This is why we get the width. Gives it to the complete forward, holds out the ball. This is a complete forward. When you use a complete forward, he's going to try all kinds of things. Right? He's going to try the pass into space, the risky pass. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay, you put a really good play inside there, maybe he'll look damn good. But then you end up getting these kind of like occasions where you might make a mistake. So I'm not a big fan of this unless you have a very, very good team. And even then, I'm looking at the lack of width in the tactic. Whenever you have inverted wingbacks, you're always going to have that problem, right? You're always going to have this inverted wingbacks come in here and they get all that congestion. So, I mean, like, it's 9 minutes in and it's Vigo. I mean, I'm not putting shade on Celta Vigo, but this is Vigo. Okay. This ain't looking good, man. Okay, again, the transition show, we haven't seen any transition in extended highlights that show us this is very important. When you get a ball here, you better get an attack, right? Wherever it fails is what you need to address. Okay, the ball goes forward, gets to Rodrigo de Paul, gets to Cunha, not too bad, gets here into the middle. They're still looking for options to pass the ball. They managed to get it wide to the inside forward. He gets up the pitch. They get into the area, not bad, gets a shot on goal. Okay, looking all right, not bad, but still not a lot of good movement right off the ball. 45 minutes. Hold your hand. We got to keep our hands to ourselves. You might score a goal. I think inverted wingback, inside forward, yeah, possibilities are there. We need width in this tactic. or we need runs from the center, right? We don't get width and we don't get runs in the middle. See, the Mazzala and the roaming playmaker are basically quite static at the moment. Mazzala maybe it goes into the half space, comes together with the IF. There's nothing else is happening there. Again, we don't get a highlight. We only had one shot, and that too was a very high, low probability goal scoring chance. I mean, they're getting into good positions, so they get one rocket from outside the area, will concede a goal. They can also get corners. So and then we can easily check right after this. I'll show you what I normally do. Again, nothing, and there's corners need some work. Why do I always say this to you guys? Every Bring Your Tactics, you guys, I gotta say the same thing all the time. Your corners need some work. Oh yeah, a nice idea, but didn't kick into gear. Balanced mentality, maybe we'll I mean, it's not that bad. Maybe a bit of risk needed. See, a lot of lofted balls into the area, but yeah, nothing building up from the middle. Getting a lot of control, but we had control for a short while. Oh, they go. They score a goal. Yeah, hands to myself. This is your tactic, playing first. So what do we need to do? First thing we have to solve. Why is there no width in the tactic? Okay, that's the first problem we have to solve, because there's no width. We're not stretching. We're not getting runs into the area. Everything is too congested. Okay. Yeah, if you're at increasing attacking duties, mentality, and width when losing, there's a lot of changes you're making. Look, in this match, we're playing Vigo. We should be dominating possession at least, right? But we're not even doing that. Yeah, so let's change this. All right. So first things first. Bang, going extreme white. Okay, or at least this at least that width. Okay. Then I'm gonna leave everything alone. Here we got a Mazzala. He's in a half space with this inverted winger. When this inverted wing back comes up the pitch, he gets no love. No, this guy is not helping him out very much, because he's in the half space. He's in the half space. They're not like, funking about doing anything together. I'm gonna turn this guy into the roaming playmaker. I'm gonna turn this guy into the Mazzala on attack. I'm gonna swap these two around. Why? This is the winger, he's going up. This guy is going to push into the half space. There's going to be more space for this inverted wing back to enter. Right? So this guy's in the half space. This guy's going to stretch this side. And this guy's going to come in on this side to try and put pressure. So what we actually have now is a thrust. Right? Plus we are going fairly wide. Okay? So that's the only change I'm making. Right? Only change. Okay? But here we have to look at this guy. We need 14 or 15. We only got 30, so it's not very, very fast. Molina, I think, is much faster. Molina, anticipation 12, concentration 13, off the ball, passing, vision, decisions. Okay, Molina, you come, you be inverted wing back for today. Okay, all right. So we're gonna ask him to be the wing back. Then we're just gonna do our, the whole go into halftime and do the I find that very hilarious. Hey, they look fired up. I told you it's gonna work. You go into the halftime, you look like a madman. I always found that very hilarious, man. Trash arms. Oh, not bad. I like this, because you got thrust in the middle now. Okay. So inverted wing back, Mazzala. Oh, okay, we'll change Mazzala. This guy is actually a Mazzala. Rodrigo De Paul is actually a Mazzala. Okay, we just made a small change, right? Okay, so didn't add anything else. Okay, the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase our mentality later. We just want to see how this translates. We don't want to make too many changes. Then we don't know what change affected what, right? And it's just like, oh yeah, you lucked out with your changes, man. Shit, there's nothing here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, anybody can do that kind of shit. Okay, no. We're gonna see everything slowly. So sometimes you might see me, you probably see me losing the game, but we have to see the changes as they come. All right, so we made those changes. Got the Mazzala trying to attack, but hopefully we have players later, man. Okay. We're gonna have to give it until about 60th minute. Oh, I need to bring on players. Okay. Yeah, we have to make more changes. Like, stop the crosses and go to positive. Push the defensive line slightly higher. Halfback, splitting the three inverted wingbacks coming in here. Both the roles should be moving. Because the halfback creates the halfback drops to form a three. Right. So then these two guys are gonna come up here. These two roles really should be moving, but and we don't have enough legs. We have no legs. We got no subs. We can't make subs because all our substitutes. We don't have any subs in this game, man. But I would definitely look at changing your tactics slightly to play on a slightly higher mentality. And inverted wingback. Here, Mazala, here, you don't need a roaming playmaker. You probably just need a CM on support. Okay. Inverted wingback comes into this side. Here, I'll change this role to a DM on defense. Instead of halfback, you're splitting the back five. You're splitting your defense too much. I'm gonna try this on another game, right? Because we didn't have a chance to see too many changes. We're gonna make the changes in the next game. I'm not satisfied. We're gonna do this again, man. Because we didn't have a sub. We couldn't bring on any players to strengthen our team in halftime. Because that is that is like the major thing right now in Football Manager. And oh yeah, the role in front should be a complete forward. Complete forward is in a 4-3-3, no way. No, I wouldn't play a complete forward. Okay, let's try something, right? Okay, so let's go to the next game. Man, we dropped to third. Oh, we play Real Madrid. What a time to try things out. Okay, changing this role to pressing forward and attack. Keep it simple. We're gonna go CM on box to box better still. Okay, getting to run the box and then get this guy to be a mess on attack. I mean, mess on attack is fine. Winger here, inside forward here, inverted wing back here. We get you to be a DM on defense. Okay, then we play our defense, go a bit wider. Tempo. Okay, slightly higher. Okay, one ball into box not necessary. Stop the cross. Step. Drop off more. We want the block to move up and down the pitch. Okay, so now what we have here, these guys, remove the mark tighter. Remove the mark tighter. Okay. Quick. Got Kondogbia, Loriente, Cook. Where's Rodrigo de Paul? He's not fit enough to play this game. Rodrigo, where are you? I don't see him. Oh yeah, he's here. Okay. Rodrigo de Paul, Koke, Kondogbia, Griezmann, winger on attack. And then we got João Felix here. And then Molina. Okay. Alright, slight change to your tactic, right? So he's changed a couple of roles. We could even get some. If you want to be a more possession-centric tactic, you can even do this. I won't go DLF on support. Then drops and you get a lot of vertical movement. I wouldn't play complete forward. Yeah, because inverted wing backs, basically you want DMs, fullbacks who can play as DMs. That's it. That's what you want. You don't want to have like, you don't want fullbacks. I mean, you want players that can play in these slots, right? If you have one player who can play like here, Saul is actually pretty good as a inverted wing back. Yeah. I always play DMs as inverted wing backs in my tactics. Always. I hardly ever use wing backs to play that role. Because when they transition to midfield, they become midfielders, right? Okay, so now we have set it up. So now we don't get that kind of stupidity, you know. Now you got width in the tactic. Now you lose the ball, get there. Okay. This is going to be interesting, man. Alright, better. Alright, we got the key highlights now. I don't know your set pieces. We're not gonna look at set pieces today. So you got a Mazala, or you can get a CM on attack because the DLF is dropping out, right? So you can get a CM and attack to get the blind side runs. You can attack the center. See, this is the problem with inverted wingbacks, right? When the ball, the inverted wingback was too far away to go and close him down, right? So when the ball came, the inverted wingback was out of position. He was all the way in the center of the park. So on a quick transition, we lost out. This is the reason why we play inverted wingback. Sometimes you can have this kind of issues. So I'm going to change this guy to CM on attack. The other thing I'm going to do is your ball playing defenders, right? Okay, now it's not so bad. Oh, balance, no wonder. Okay, positive. Wow. Higher up the pitch you go. But I would change your tactic, right? So I wouldn't have a complete forward. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Set piece, far post. Oh, there's actually, I think you got your set pieces right there. All right. Let's put this guy here. That's it. Alright, so I put one guy there, and then left. Just put one guy. Get this guy player mark. One guy. You don't need everybody to be player marking. You just need one mark tall, one player mark, and one guy here. Alright, so when you do this, right, at least one of them marking tall. Okay, one mark tall, one player mark, and one guy at the far post. Because if everybody's man marking, then you're not. When you player mark everybody, you don't include you miss out on some of the players. It's not they stand around. Oh, and we're losing the. At least my team cannot play inverted wingback. So you see the inverted wingback is sitting on half space, right? Every time we don't get the ball comes over the top. We get toast. Yeah, I'm gonna just try something different. Instead of this, we're gonna go like this now. Alright. Hey Danny Dots, how are you, man? You're doing okay. I'm not getting a tactic right today. Just one of those days, I guess. Nothing seems to be working with this tactic. Nah, there's no point. But the thing is, this when you have inverted wingbacks, this is gonna happen on a lot of your systems, no. Okay, this guy's not coming back to help you defend at all because they're so high up the pitch, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna turn this guy into a winger, inside forward, winger, get the width. Okay. Gonna turn this guy into a winger on support as well. Okay. And yeah, maybe DLF on attack. Okay. Or pressing forward. No, none of them are coming back to help him defend. So he keeps losing the ball. I'm not a big fan right now of the way these roles are set up. He's got. So I noticed that if the guys on support, you get them coming back and helping you defend a bit more effectively. And normally when, oh, jeez, great card as well. We'll let it finish. This was painful. I say this without, without holding back. When you use inverted wingbacks, because of the lack of width, you always have this problem, right? So if you want to use inverted wingbacks, by all means go, but then don't expect, like, you got inverted wingback here. This guy goes up to attack. Then we need this guy to help us defend. Because this guy needs time to come back here and defend. I know, that's why people ask this guy to stay wider, right? So they're asking to stay wider. We get into another issue. There's one way you can do this, no? I did it early in the beta. I did this. Okay. We did this, right? Segundo volante on support. Right, segundo volante on attack. We do a segundo volante on support. Inverted wingback. And we get white centre back on defense. Ball playing defender or libero on attack. Right? Okay. Alright, then you get this shape. Get another shape coming. You should watch this shape. That's like variation on the first shape. But now you solve the problem of the first tactic. Right. So that's why I noticed. You can do it. But the thing is, okay, we did face in the first game we did many tactical changes, right? Okay. Remember my Gogan tactic inside the folder? Yeah, it's got the 2 inverted wingbacks and a back 5, right? That's one way. But if you're playing a better team than you that's got faster fullbacks on the flanks, right? You got faster fullbacks on the flanks, then a faster winger than your fullbacks, then you're always you're gonna struggle. So yeah, your tactic is not gonna be a top tactic. Just putting it out there. Yeah. So let's look at this tactic instead of working on that. So what we'll do is we come in here. This one definitely remove. Okay, definitely remove. This guy becomes a DM on defense. Okay, you've got winger on attack. These 3 are running off. That's why these guys have got no support, right? So this guy comes in here. This guy comes in here. We got this congestion and nobody's bringing the ball forward, right? Mazala might come in here, but they have to play passes towards these guys, and this guy is roaming. So, okay, let's just make him a simple role like DLF on support. Okay. Then, Mazala inside forward. Mazala in winger. We got Mazala on attack. Okay, Mazala attack inverted wing, but at least he's got some movement here. This inverted wing back comes in here. I don't see how this is going to work. Roving playmaker, DLF for support. This is like you go into the opposition territory and you move them around for 90 minutes. Okay. Let's drop I'm using the rolls. Yeah, we keep it fairly wide, slightly shorter. Work ball into box. Okay. We'll get you to be a DM on support. So the whole unit moves up. Okay. Now I get one. You coming up here. You coming up here. You dribble more. All right. Okay, last one. Okay, last one. I'm not gonna do another one after this. I can only think of that right now. I'm looking at the movement of this guy and this guy. This guy giving us the width. This guy dropping. Right. This guy is giving us width. This guy drifting around. DM also moving up the pitch. Okay. So we're gonna be possession heavy because instead of playing a DM on defense, now we're playing a DM on support. So DM on support shifts out the pitch. So we got a link as well in this position. Okay, now we're gonna play pass into space because we'll have roles that are going to be in space, attacking the spaces. Got wingers. Yeah. Not looking that bad. Hey, Chico, how are you, man? Okay. All right. Looking better now. All right. Now the last piece of the puzzle. Underlap, underlap. Underlap will increase the mentality of the inverted wing backs. They'll position high up the pitch now. The widest player is going to hold up the ball looking for runs from the inside. So now the inverted wing backs will be a bit more aggressive. They will go down the pitch. You can also use the overlap. Both will have overlap also can work. Underlap also can work for both this. Goes up, and then he's gonna roll, yeah, and back, and then we got pass into space, right? Okay, much better. So transitions are improved. Right now, you know we're playing against a weak side, right? I don't want to use all my juice or my strength. We can do this now. Okay, you can play work ball into box, slightly shorter, lower down the tempo, and try and score goals. Yeah. Not the rush. You can get more players into it. When you drop your tempo, what you're actually doing is you're not taking your own sweet ass time. You're actually giving other roles time to move up the pitch as well. So other roles will get up the pitch. You build up play a bit more patiently, probe a team a bit more. Works really nicely with work ball into box. We're just sitting on this team right now. And it lowers the intensity of your tactic because fatigue is playing such a big part right now in Football Manager, right? So all of us are having to think about bringing on substitutes at halftime, 45 minutes. Now, if you can lower the intensity of your tactic, you can make that first team play longer. The only downside, and this is one of the reasons why I hardly play a 4-3-3. 4-3-3 is right now, right? You gotta look. Your players got to do a lot of work to score goals. This is like very simple. We got a lot of width because you want to use inverted wing backs. So we get a lot of width from all our roles, and then we use a DLF, right? So we get a DLF on support instead of a complete forward. At least a DLF on support. You can actually use a pressing forward, but then a pressing forward is going to drop deep centrally. So if you want a role that drops deep and then can play in this position, then use a DLF on support. If you just want a guy to drop into this hole here, what you do is you just play a PF on support, right? So you can use a PF on support. Yeah, so then the PF on support just drops deep centrally. Right, but the problem when you have he drops deep centrally, he's got two wingers, right? So he won't like it so much. Oi! Because there's no one else attacking. So this is where you're thinking about who's gonna come in and score from central positions. Then you got to think about Mazzala on attack or central midfielder on attack making blind runs. But you can still get goals from playing wingers and then one guy who's dropping deep. Because by then you're looking at a lot of movement in your tactic. So we got a lot of movement in our tactic. And got in, didn't score. All the things are passed into space right now. Who's that? Scored the goal? The inverted wingback. This is, if you want to create, this is like a very liquid system, right? Where you get a lot of passing options now. But don't expect your striker to score the goals. Your goal scorers are going to be other players. Alright. We are 3-2. We have to win this game. I didn't know. No. Dinamo Bucharest are 3-2. Wow. Nice. Got work to do, man. I didn't realize it until I was watching this game. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna make some changes now. Midfield. Okay, so who do we bring on? All right, so now we want to take off this guy. Bring on Kondogbia. We put Saul here. Koke to come off for Exo with, so that's 3 changes. Okay, let's make those 3 changes first. Yeah, Mazzara can get the job done. Yeah, you can definitely do well with a 4-3-3. Once you have the players for any formation, you can. I'm not saying 4-3-3 is bad. I say you have to put some thought into it now. But this one is all like you get the players, so it's all possession and patiently trying to score goals. Right. So now this is like us moving a team around, trying to score, waiting for them to make mistakes, right? So we're just camping in the half. Okay, what if I want to make it a bit more centrally dynamic? Okay, so let's just forget about all this for up down movement. Yeah, so let's get more players into the area to score goals. Okay, come. Inside forward, attack. Inside forward, attack. Okay, we got PF on support that can work. Underlap can work. Inverter wing back. Okay. Now, this is what coaches like Pep Guardiola do, right? They will do this, no? They change the 2 roles. Because inverted wing backs are good for control, right? But not if you want to chase, you want to score a goal. Right, so what he does normally is he gets his wing backs to get up the pitch, then they attack the center centrally. So now you get the wing backs moving up, and then because you got the underlap, they'll come inside, and then you got the PF moving in. So we're gonna flood the center with more options to score the goal. Whether we do or not, it depends. But this is something that you can do in your own games. So sometimes if I do this a lot when I'm playing a 4-3-3. Like playing a weaker side, I know I can beat them. What I do is I'm controlling the game, and then why am I asking my inverted wing backs to control the halfway pitch? I just get them to push up higher up the pitch, and we try and get more players into the area to score goals. Yeah, do that. Your tactic will definitely work. Like right now, your tactic you can just play them as wing. You play wing backs. You can play wing backs. You like right now you got in wingers as well. They can work one winger, one inside forward also can work. You get different attacking dimension to your tactic. Yeah. If you're struggling, just take out ask the inverted wing backs to get up the pitch. Inverted wing backs are there for control, not for you to score lots of goals. They're great for high possession, right? But you're gonna always have this problem. You're dominating the game, like how we dominated the game, right? So we lost in the round 16. Yeah. Sad. Okay, let's look at all the other tactics that have come in. Okay, file requests. Ding. Public. Your uploads. Ding. Okay, we've got a few. Now remember, guys, no doubles and no save files. So we've got a few here. I think we'll take it from I think this was done last week, right? 3421 Nicholas Sonneville. This is last week. So we'll just do 1, 2. I think this is after the show, so I'll just take it. No second tactic. If I see a second tactic, I'm just gonna pick one. Yeah, I will just switch between both styles, correct. I will just go from, like in some matches, yeah, I want control, I use the inverted wing back, but chances are I will probably switch to wing backs if I want to. I do that a lot in my 4-3-3 systems. A lot, man. I just go in there and I change the roles, the duties rather, the roles of the wing backs. No, not this one. Copy. This is the one, right? Bustthenet. I'm pretty certain this is the one that we just got. Looks so strange. How come I can see the files straight away? I've never thought that was possible. Look. I'm just feeling a bit strange right now. Yeah, all right. Okay. Rotterdam 343 Gupta. Oh, that's strange. I don't know why I was able to see all the files without even extracting them. All right, let's sort this out. Okay, those who have doubles, I'm only going to take one tactic. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with Chapster, your tactic. All right, let's go. Asymmetric. Any PIs? CD. Why CD? Add play wider. Stay wider. Or play with a wide center back. Can I have problems on that flank? Yeah, whenever you play a CD in that position, he will stay too central. Yeah, you need to play him as a. Wide central defender. So once again, we'll pick a few tactics, right? Randomly, I'll pick that was the. Okay, all right. We're gonna randomly. I'm not good. How do I do randomly, right? So it's gotta be. I gotta show favoritism. That means I gotta choose the tactic. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is this CD. Here's a libero. Here comes forward, right? Wide center back comes to this position. This is nice. Okay. DM is gonna be here. He's gonna hold his position. Why is this guy playing in this position like that? So libero pushes up. This guy comes here. This central defender. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. D. We'll try this without making any changes. To work. CM on attack. Nice. Okay. Trequartista dropping D, creating lots of focus. You should focus play on the. No, maybe not. Leave focus play alone. Okay. Advance forward. Okay. All right. I think there's nothing. Why defensive? Come on and be a man. Play balance. Lower defensive like low block. Holy guacamole. This guy wants to hurt himself. You don't even need a low block for this tactic. This tactic is very defensively deep, right? Yeah, you could low block if you want. I hope your pressing isn't 100%. That's all. Right? I haven't seen your pressing yet. Hey, this is like fun, right? Dalji does a tactic. Well, okay. Okay, get stuck in. Wow, you want to tackle in this area. Hard. I normally play high up the pitch and tackle. You are doing hard tackling here. Oh, you're gallant. You're a very brave person. A lot of free kicks. You want to see this area. Okay, all right. I'll go to ground, make it hard for them to win the ball here. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. You have to remember that you're playing a low block, but 4 of your players are going to be in the opposition half. Okay. Most of the time, you're gonna look at your low block and smile. You're gonna go like, hey. You're not gonna smile at you. This guy is not defending. This guy is not defending. This guy is not defending. This guy is definitely defending, right? So he's gonna drop. So you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy is always gonna help you defend. Okay. But you're gonna spend all the time in your half doing this. How do you get the ball forward? One long kick up. Okay, then this guy, what does he do? Plays the complete wing back on his own. Then gives the ball back. This is why I like white center backs, not central defenders. This guy should be a white central defender, but the libero is and drop into a 4 lopsided. Yeah, I can see the goal. That's why I don't like low blocks. Low blocks are just a pain in the ass. Okay, because the thing is, you are defending so deep. You got top heavy players. The thing is, I don't believe that you can low block like this. Right? You got this guy wanting the bomb for you're allowing them all the time in the space to work the ball there. Let me just shift you out of your block. Push you up. Standard defensive line. Mid block. Come up. No get stuck in. Stop them crosses. Alright. Counter. Slow pace down. I don't know why people do this. If you're playing a low block, you never slow pace down. It's like when you, okay, let's just talk about this for a while, okay? Let's just talk about this. You are sitting in a deep block. And then when they have finished attacking, your goalkeeper has the ball, you're telling your goalkeeper, you know what, take your own sweet ass time to move the ball up, okay? Alright. It doesn't, I know they've got all their players in our half. Don't worry. Take your time. It's okay. We don't need to give it to our striker. But your striker is alone. He's up the pitch. He's ready to attack. No, I want you to slow the pace down. What are you trying to do with this tactic? You don't want to attack. Slow pace down is the worst instruction for a low block. This is you don't use this instruction. This is like, you don't want to win at all. If this tactic is completely, I don't want to win tomorrow. That's it. Let's slow pace down. I'm not playing this. I will just leave the tactic as it is. Right, okay, let's just do this. This is not even Catanaccio. This is not Catanaccio, no? Catanaccio, you cover the areas as well. You will cover, okay, let's do something, okay? Let's do a proper Catanaccio. Let's do a proper Catanaccio, right? Okay. Let's do a proper Catanaccio. Okay. What have I done? Now I've covered all the zones. Catanaccio, they will cover the zones. That means they're going to make it very hard for you to find your passing outlets. Okay. In Catanaccio, you are controlling space. As opposed to you're controlling the entire space on the pitch. You're making it very hard for opposition teams to pass around your defense. Your tactic originally didn't do that. Your tactic gave space up in certain areas of the pitch by being asymmetrical. When it's asymmetrical, you're guaranteed to give up space. So don't do that. That's not Catanaccio. Catanaccio, you will not give up space. So what you are trying to do in a Catanaccio system is you're trying to frustrate the opposition and telling the opposition, hey, you know what? You want to try and score a goal? Get past my players first. Right? You're drawing them in. They're gonna keep falling into this trap of your players. I mean, Regista is a bit. I mean, I'm being a bit brave here with the Regista. Maybe I should just use a solitary deep line playmaker on support. Holds this position. So, okay. So what you're doing is you're drawing teams into an area where your players are going to just make it hard for them to create goal scoring opportunities. That's Catanaccio. Okay. Then you draw teams in. Then what you do as a result is you attack, right? When you have the chance to attack, you just drop one and then you launch one. So what you were doing, no. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it like this because Catanaccio is just, you're going to see the opposition attacking you a lot, right? And then you're just drawing them in. I mean, like here, I can right now do this, no? If I'm not mistaken. I can actually do this. And now I got these rolls. got defend duties. I'm just sitting back. And then I've got one AP on support, one shadow striker, one advance forward. And we will pump it through the center. See whether that works. Yeah. So that's one way of doing this is one way of doing a Catenaccio. Right. You can even do a lopsided Catenaccio. Okay. You put one of your players to the side. Okay. So you have at least one way out. Okay. So the idea here is when they get the ball, you don't want to make it easy for them to create goal scoring opportunities. So they walk into a kind of a block, right? Where your players are just making it harder for them to, find easy goal scoring opportunities. Yeah. So I don't think that your tactic, the original asymmetric system, is a Catenaccio. A Catenaccio is literally you don't give them, we haven't given them a chance now. They're trying to score goals against us. But they can't. They can't break into my defense because I have got a low block, right? We are playing a low block. But when we are just making it harder for them to score goals. So you can do a Catenaccio like this. We got all the zones covered. You had them opened up, right? Okay. Then let's try another one. Let's see. So we just went like this, right? I've gone low block. I mean, this is the lowest I can go, right? I can't go any lower than that. Okay, let's try something else. Let's do a lopsided one. Now this is a bit evil. This is very evil, Catenaccio. Catenaccio with two strikers. And one player here. No, let's not do a focus play. Ball winning midfielder, DLP, inverted winger. Okay. All right. So now I've got Catenaccio with a Houdini attack. All right. So what I do is we keep the shape, right? Defensively. But every time if we do lose the ball, right? If we win the ball, hopefully it gets to the left side. Hopefully you work the ball down the left side and then it gets to this player. All right. If it does get to this player, I'll be happy. What if you really you want to carry the ball, then you change this role into a ball-winning midfielder? But I wouldn't set it up the way you did. I mean, I'm sorry if I find a lot of people playing low block with this ridiculous TI that says slow pace down. Don't slow pace down a low block. Because if not, when your goalkeeper gets the ball, you got players up top. They're not going to see how difficult it is for the opposition to come and attack me. I mean, you wanted a low block, right? So I gave you a low block. Whether or not it scores a lot of goals, that's not my problem. Because a low block, you can't expect a low block. Hey, I want a low block, but I want my striker to score 100 goals. Hey, man, that ain't happening, man. That is maybe in Disneyland, but not in Football Manager. Okay. So if you want to create a low block system, it's about making it hard for the opposition to score goals. There are a lot of advantages to having a low block system in your arsenal. Right, because what a low block does is this: the intensity of your tactic. So sometimes you're heading into a match, right, and you got 5 minutes left, got 10 minutes left, and you're thinking to yourself, I've got only these players on the pitch, I got nobody else. So how do I hold on to a lead? Sometimes you can easily change to a low block like this, and then you play the low block to the end, right? You finish the low block, but the downside of a low block is, you're gonna have to defend set pieces. So it's like this, when you're playing low block, opposition sides might get a long shot, a corner kick, a free kick, that kind of thing, and they might get chances. So you can't get angry if you concede a goal, because you did give the opposition a chance to attack you, right? So we have been having a low block we played a low block, but the first part of the low block, I was having problems, right? I couldn't defend. I mean, I wasn't defending. Yeah. The opposition were getting easy chances at our goal, and we gave it away. So after I switched the tactic to I covered all the zones, it was much better. This can't work because there's so many iffy portions. Like this complete wingback is running on to attack. And they got Trequartista in a low block. I mean, he's not going to help you defend. So you basically got two fellas here who's not going to help you defend. And then on top of that, you've got this It is instruction that tells your goalkeeper, don't worry about finding anybody to attack, but he told him to be a super keeper. And you got a libero here. So it's like you've got these roles here with a slow pace down, which just doesn't make any sense. Like libero could launch the early ball, but you've already told your team to slow the pace down. So goalkeeper, you might have attackers waiting to score a counter, but you're basically telling your team not to do it. It's literally telling your team don't do it. So and you've got counters set up. So you've got like a lot of. If you got counter, why do you want to slow pace down too? If your keeper gets the ball, this is goalkeeper in possession. No? So that means if they play the pass back to the goalkeeper's going to hold on to the ball. Why? Why can't he play the pass out to launch a counter? So yeah, this is definitely not a good idea. All right, next tactic. Sorry if I sounded a bit. Just had to say it. Sometimes I have to be very honest when I see a tactic, right? If it's a good tactic, I'll say it. If it's a tactic asking for trouble, I'll also say it. All right, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe. Okay. 4-4-2. Winger, inside forward. Poacher, nice. I like this. Poacher holding on to the defender's ass, and then this guy coming in to score. Very nice. I like this. I like this combination a lot. Yeah, this is a good combination. Target forward. This is a very nice tactic. Yeah, inverted wing back. Now this inverted wing back has got a lot of love. Right, he's gonna attack. He's got anchorman here, CD here, CD here. Yeah, like that is good. This guy can be on cover too if you want. That's the only change I would make. But I think this can work. This tactic can definitely work. My shot, okay, maybe not this, no. Because there's a lot of one touch, get here, one touch, and then what's your width? Very narrow. So are you telling all of them to pass inside? Anchorman doesn't do a lot of passing, right? Long passes don't come from the anchorman. Yeah. So I think this is a decent tactic. Yeah, it's a decent tactic. But there's a lot of one touch in this tactic. Yeah. Who made this tactic? It can work. Definitely can work. But focus. Okay, this is making a lot of sense to me now. Focus play to the middle. Yeah, this anchorman is going to look for the roaming playmaker, and the roaming player is going to do all the work. Fine. I mean, it could work. I wouldn't change this tactic, no. Yeah, I won't. I will keep it. Underlap right. Widest player here holds up. Yeah. Okay, and then this speedy. If this guy is a very fast player, he's gonna come through the middle and create all kinds of damage. Leave it. I don't change this tactic, man. This tactic is pretty solid. There's nothing wrong with this tactic. I mean, maybe if I want to be picky, I might. If I make a change, it's a small ass change like ball playing defender here. That's about it, man. Leave it. This tactic is good. Small things you can, because the reason why the anchorman makes sense here is because you told this inverted wing back to go attack. So this anchorman is not going to leave the defenders. He's going to be quite close to the defenders. Choose any role, opening up the gap, you have to defend. But the good news is the wingers on support, so it's not that risky. Plus the target forward drops. This inverted wing back, when he comes up, this guy has got the ability to play risky passes. You see this? He's got already active for this role, and he's going to take more risks. So yeah, I won't change this tactic. This tactic is fine as it is. Yeah, it's good. Don't change this tactic. I mean, the only thing here is this role, maybe cover, but it's a small thing as well. Don't. This is a good tactic. Leave it. This is a very nice tactic. Yeah. I mean, like, this just tells your team, look inside for the first pass. Okay, pass shorter. One ball, yeah. If you got a good team, you can pass your way home, and then I mean, if it was this, then I'll drop it, right? But it's not, so you can play this like that. You can have prevent shot goalkeeper distribution 1, 2, 3, 4. Go and close down the opposition. Otherwise, it's not the end of the world, because these guys are still going to be in the best positions to prevent shot goalkeeper distribution anyway. Okay, so you don't have to do that. Leave it. Tactic is fine. I'm not going to change a tactic that looks good. Just because this show is called Bring Your Tactics doesn't mean I go in there and, I have a better version of this tactic. No, I'm not going to say that, man. If I see a decent tactic, I would make myself. Yeah, definitely. 4-2-4 HT16. No, wait, let me see. Are we this? Okay, 1, 2. Oh, looks like some So I will try this. Oh, another 4-2-4. Okay, now we play. Some tactics are placed. Yeah, that last tactic, no point playing. Want a tactic. This 4-2-4 might be interesting, no? Yeah. Some tactics are not bad. Oh, I mean, all your tactics are good, lah, brothers. I tried to ask my wife out to have drinks this weekend. You know, she's told me, I want to take my wife out on a date. No, say, honey, can we leave the kids? I know you're going to be busy next month. You're flying off next week, and that kind of shit. So let's go have drinks. Wife said, yeah, we have drinks at home. I'm like, huh? Because we have a bar in our house, right? So we got our own wines. I have my own, like, you know, I've got my own place for drinks, lah. Basically, I've got nice little thingamajig there going on. Wines, beers, whiskeys. So I can have my own bar. But I've got my own bar counter and that shit. So when my friends come over, I give me the bartender. I love being a bartender. Seriously, I go for holidays. I go to my friend's restaurant and I end up being his bartender. Why says, we have drinks at home. You know how that made me feel? I was like, huh? I actually want to go out and have drinks. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. How many goals did Shea Adams score for you? Oh, Shea Adams can score a few. Yeah, Shea Adams is not bad. He's pretty decent. I still find it remarkable that Patson Daka scores a lot of goals in the game. I noticed he's damn good, man. I played him right. Goal scorer extraordinaire in my 4-3-1-2. I got 4-3-1-2, right? I think the Leicester challenge I did. Patson Daka. All right. Okay, we got Korea. Okay, now I'm looking at this tactic. This is one of those tactics where the guy who made this tactic, go forth and conquer. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of you stay back and defend. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these guys. Go forth, conquer. The rest all stay. Okay, I mean, can work. Basic 4-2-4. Yeah. Can work. Yeah. You got the width coming from the wingers, right? As long as you play a winger, you got width. Yeah. One winger. On the line end, so which is a good idea because this advanced one is going to break the tier, right? It's going to go trying to score goals. And then this winger is going to keep up. And then this inside forward is going to come here. I mean, he's just going to... Pressing forward can go left and inside forward can swap in and take his position. Yeah. So would I change this tactic? Again, another tactic. I don't know why I'm playing this, but don't need to change. Yeah, I don't need to change. We're just going to play this on key highlights. Right? Nope. Key highlights. Like, not even extended. I'm confident this tactic is going to work. I like ball-winning midfielders in Football Manager. They're not like FM 15, I think. 15 or 16. Right? You put ball-winning midfielder, immediately they get what's it? They get yellow carded. They pick up a yellow card. Get a sending off. The old days. Let's see, let's play this. Not bad. Okay. Fullback on support. Chop into that. Get into the area. Give up a penalty. Korea on attacking mentality. That's probably because you're on attacking mentality. In fact, right, this tactic, right, when you play 4-2-4 like that, you don't need to play attacking. Just do this. Okay. That's it. Instead of playing attacking mentality, you go to balance, you play pass into space. That's what I plan to do. See whether we can have. Next highlight is ours. Why did I go balance? Because balance, right? Your players are not taking that much risk, right? So the winger on attack, probably the risk modifier got him to come back, and he went in there and took more chances. That's basically it. That's why he gave away a penalty. So what I've done is, because you got 4-2-4 and you got top heavy, you got 4 guys waiting to go forth and conquer. So I played pass into space. Now, pass into space with this tactic can work as a default, right? So you see, not everybody is gonna. There we go, another one. So why play on attacking mentality? 4-2-4, you can play on balance and pass into space. And you can just play it that way because you're gonna have players. Because when you play on attacking mentality, first your defensive line is high, your line of engagement is high already, right? Now, when you drop the mentality to balance, you are adjusting that defensive line slightly and the line of engagement slightly down. You're buying a bit of space for your players. So that space, pass into space is gonna love. Plus, this tactic, fullback on support, and you got defenders, right? So they're not like stupid. There we go. There we go. Another one. Bloody Joao Felix is saying, you want me to run? This is Football Manager 23, FYI. The stupidest game in the world. The bloody dead goalkeepers and the centre backs all making those kind of passes. Alright, we got a corner to defend. Oh, please. Please. So the only change, right, I would make, right, in this tactic is the one I just made. And that's how I play it. Okay, we go away until the 60th minute. Okay. The only problem is I don't like, this is what I don't like. This tactic needs the center mids and the wingers. These are the ones I gotta change. Go. Joao Felix is in the house. 2. Pass into space. All we did, balance pass into space. That's it, man. This tactic is the king of the long ball. No other tactic in Football Manager is the king of the long ball. The 4-4 is the king of the long ball. Alright. Now we take the center. We take care of the center. You come off. I just brought you on. I know. Don't get offended. Seriously, I like you, but no, seriously, we can't afford the yellow cards in the center. Rodrigo comes on. So we now make... Look at this poor guy. I'm still okay. No. I don't believe you. Okay. We gotta bring one guy off. Who do this? Griezmann, you're a piece of shit anyway, so come off. You're anxious, come. I want to see how anxious that's on the pitch. I don't know. Simple. Yeah. 4-4 is fun. Yeah. You don't have to do much. I mean, 4-4, right? This you gotta worry about your substitutions, right? So you can either have an offensive 4-4 and make the changes like that, 1-2-3-4, or you can have a defensive one, 1-2-3-4. So you make the 4 defensive. You can either swap the 2 central midfielders, right? And the 2 fullbacks, or you swap the 2 central midfielders and the 2 strikers. So I went for the attacking swap because this show must score goals. Morata. Get there. No. Our defender's too slow. Oh no. They are not 100%. Philip, what are you doing there? Get back. There, he's too slow. That's what I mean, right? If you have the option, I would definitely go with this option, right? Which is the balance pass into space. Yeah. Width is your friend. This tactic. With your friend. I will play with the fairly wide or maximum width. Yeah. And then I won't play on slow tempo. Let's see what the tactics tempo settings are. Definitely don't do low crosses. Mix. No. Don't blow a ball into box. Unless you are playing against a team that's very weak and you want to spend all day long trying to score goal. But I would definitely not do that. So I'm going to try something different. So simple changes, right? There, 4-2-4. All right. Let's take a look at the next tactic. Satisfied? Okay. At least we aren't fired yet. Okay, let's go. Next tactic. Why am I suddenly coughing? I'm struggling, man. Okay, now we take a look at this tactic. 4-2-2-2 Badel version 3 edit. Okay, the problem with this tactic, is plentiful. No problem, got a lot of problems. Okay. See, when you make a four box system, right? You want verticality in your tactic because all these roles are going to occupy positions on the pitch, right? So when you get advanced forwards, you run the channel, sometimes they drop deep, but you can't guarantee that. So this requires a complete change. I've got a box system in my folder, right? You can try the box system out there. Okay, but the thing is, in box system, this guy's got to dominate the flanks. That's the first thing you need, right? This guy's got to run the flanks. Of course, you can play a simple one where you got fullback on attack. They got to go up the flanks. Why? If you keep these guys at home, your tactic is going to struggle. So they got to go up. Here, roaming playmaker Volante is fine. Ball playing defender, ball playing defender. The problem is these two and these two. This combination. You need verticality, meaning this guy's got to come down. They got to swap. They got to do movement. They got to go into the half spaces, right? So my advice is to get one guy here. This guy can be a DLF on support. He drops deep. This guy can attack the center, shadow striker. But you can also tell him, okay, to roam from position so he can drift around. Now, when he does that, this Volante comes up the pitch. Here, this fullback is attacking on the pitch. Right? Here, this guy can actually be a complete wingback on support. He can roam. But you want to this guy is keeping up, right? He's gonna give him. You're gonna get the width from this tactic. So he drops. He gives you the movement. You keep the tactic going. Otherwise, what you end up having is just this attacking midfielder on support, moving into channel, just coming in here, occasionally coming in here. Doesn't do very much. He doesn't attack the box. You need this guy to move forward and attack the box too, to give you the verticality. So DLF on support. Here, this role can be different. This role you can in fact, you can even use you can even do this. This role can even be a trequartista. Right, trequartista will drop a bit deeper, work with the roaming playmaker, fullback going around, advance forward attacking this place. You can do that as well. Right. Alternatively, you can even play this as an attacking midfielder attack. You need this guy attacking the area. Right, because these guys are gonna come up the pitch. These guys gotta make space for these two when you're in the opposition third. Right. So this guy can come into this area, we move into channels. You can play him as an AP, AM, but these two usually are attack. The best is to play them as attack duties. Of course, if you play this as an AP and support, what will happen is, or any support duty, to get into each other's way. Right. And then it's good this fullback coming out. You're going to have too much congestion. You need roles that actually attack somewhere. This guy might go to the flanks, he might help support. I normally use wingbacks in this system. The overlap, the only reason why you do have an overlap is because you need to position these guys high up the pitch, right? So if you do an overlap, you're positioning these guys high up the pitch. You don't need an overlap, you can even use an underlap because the widest player is going to hold up the ball looking for runs on the inside. The moment you put the overlap, underlap, this guy's going to hold up the ball. Is that what you want to do? Sometimes you might give up the ball, so you don't really need this. Focus play down the left and the right just means that the central midfielders move to the side of the focus. Man, there's so much happening in this tactic already. You don't need a focus play. Right? Everything's very central. Second, finally, low crosses. Low crosses are cutbacks. Problem with this tactic is it can benefit from all kinds of things happening. Mixed crosses is probably the best because if you do a whip cross, sometimes this guy will come in to play a cross from here. A whip cross can come from these positions where they are delivered with pace and in front of the player. So he runs onto the play. He runs onto the ball. Why AF in this position? Because this is the dog. I've noticed if you had two AFs, right, chances are this guy's gonna score most of the goals. I don't know why. That's why I noticed. Be more disciplined just makes them all hold their positions a bit more. So I wouldn't use this. You've got a tactic like this and you ask them to be more disciplined. You need a lot of movement in this tactic. So that's an instruction I would remove. Roll it out, distribute center backs. This is really, it doesn't make much of a difference, right? You can choose whatever you want in this tactic, right? And then finally, you've got this. This is fine. Yeah, you can get stop cross. What will happen is the side midfielders will try and help you to win the ball back. Yeah. So you get, like, what I did in my own tactic here is I actually play wingbacks on attack. In my setup, it's wingbacks on attack. Because when I created the box system for myself, I thought the wingbacks don't bother defending. Right? Just go up there and attack. You don't need to stay wider, and you don't need to stay wider on the wingback at all. That's the best thing for this wing back. Mark Title will be the only thing because they are going to stay wide anyway. Right? Most of the transitions, they'll stay wide. Right? They'll run wide with ball, and that's all I need from them. Right? When they run wide with ball, they're going to be wide. Right? So this is the only thing. So they get forward in the attack. Here, the ball playing defender dribble down, close down more. You don't need. Every time you add close down more, what will happen is when you have close down more on ball playing defenders, they step up too early sometimes, and your players get overcommitted. So this is something that you can do. Volante, roaming playmaker, wing back, EM on attack. This guy is moving to the channels. This shadow striker is also roaming from position. You got DLF on support who drops the. So you get a lot of verticality. There's so many combinations. The rule of thumb when you do something like a 4-box attack is you want somebody dropping, another guy taking over. What this does is it pulls those defenders out of position because you got to deal with the movement of this player. On top of that, they got a problem here. This guy is going to pin those defenders back. So while the defenders is always occupied, while this guy is actually doing all the pulling. If you put 2 advanced forwards, then they sometimes bomb forward, and then you don't get the same these two will have nobody to swap positions with, right? Otherwise, they only just hold the positions, and you don't get any verticality in your tactic. Oh, yeah. So this is how I set the tactic up. I just change it like this. All right, next tactic. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. All right, next tactic. We got 4-2-3-1. Wastam. Inverter winger AP on attack. Okay, the only problem with this setup is as the ball goes up, there's only one volante linking up. These players are all too far away. This side of the pitch is too far away, and you got a fullback, which means that you're going to have problems with your right side transition. Your right side transition will depend entirely on one player to get the ball forward. Just this guy. And therein lies your first problem. Okay. While you have a wing back here, which is okay, this volante has to do all the work. So what you really need is this guy to be dropping on support. So he drops a bit more, then the volante has support, then you can get they give you that option to move the ball up the pitch. So all you gotta do, close down more, get him to roam and move into the channel. That's it. Get something a lot more. I'll be back, guys. There should be no one in the house. Yeah, there is someone in the house, my wife. Okay, roll from position arrow. So, okay. They do a natural overlap, these two rolls. He's going to be in the half space anyway. Right. So he's going to come into the half space. No idea why you told him to sit narrower. And this guy's going to sit in the half space, but if you like him sitting narrow, it doesn't kill the tactic too much. This guy's just going to come up the pitch. Close down more. Mark tighter is fine. I'll change this to APS. Focus play down the right. Why? Okay, the problem with focus play is you're going to move the guys to the right. You're trying to transition up the pitch. Then this guy has to keep up with him. So then you have to use a wing back. Then focus play makes more sense. Then you can drive up. The guy can support. The AP will come to this side of the pitch. Then you get the interactions down the right side. The winger is going to go into that space. Right? So if you want to do the wing back, you know, do the focus play, you can do it like that. That makes more sense, right? Then you change this to wing back instead of a fullback. You can play a fullback, and you don't really need the focus play in this tactic or the hit early cross. Yeah. Just keep it simple. Yeah. Just keep it simple like this. But you get him to roam around, and you get a bit more solidity in your tactic. But the only other change I'll make to this tactic if I was playing it is turn this into wing back. Because honestly, you got two DMs. Really, you can get these guys to be wing backs and bring the ball up the pitch. Alright, next tactic. Very strange just now. I heard my missus is not supposed to be home. Very strange that I suddenly hear the door. If it's not my missus, then I'm being robbed. Some idiot is coming to my house and decided to take advantage of the fact that a guy is streaming, is in the room by himself. Yeah. King says, I wonder if Dobermans. My wife went, no, we're not having dogs, but hey man, we can have cats. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. 5312. Volante, AP. Who's helping you bring the ball up? Oh my god. Yeah, let's watch this tag team play. This is a bit of a problem, this tag thing. Yeah. Hey, we got really good wingbacks. You can really keep the ball. Your Volante is kicking the ball. Why not, right? I mean, you never know, no? Dribble more. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Dribble more. Everyone's dribbling more. So all going to keep the ball. Stay wider. Attack, the AP and attack. Wow, this is gutsy, man. This is very... Okay, look. It could work if you have very good players as Volantes, no? It could work. Yeah. Because your wingbacks are not on attack. If I saw the wingbacks on attack, I'd probably think this is a bit too much. But it could work. I mean, you could change them to Volantes on support and ask them to get further forward. That's the other option you have. Like what I did last year. Last year, that's what I did, no? Volantes on support. And then I get further forward, close down more. They became a bit of a cheap role. I don't know whether you can still do that this year. Yeah. We might try that out after the second half. I mean, after the we just do this first. Then I do the cheat. Last year for me that was a cheat. FM21 and FM22. In FM21, the cheat code was ball winning midfielder. Get further forward. Because you could play him as a ball winning midfielder on support in the DM tier and tell him to get further forward. It became a cheat role. Yeah. It made all the strikerless tactics super strong. All they needed was the ball winning midfielder in the strikerless zone, right? The DMs. You just get them to play as DMs, ball winning midfielder, support, get further forward. Boom, you got a Superman, man. Closing down all over the place. Like from here to here. It was amazing. So all the strikerless tactics suddenly got like. See what I mean? Okay, you don't keep the ball, you're in trouble. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, if you don't keep the ball, I mean, it makes sense. You want to attack, right? But you can't, right? So these guys are not helping you keep the ball. So we turn them to volante on support and then get further forward. Okay, I'll dribble more, take more risks. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this. I'll get further forward, dribble more, take more risks. Okay. Let's try that instead. The other one was what? I remembered. I did that SI that I thought this was too powerful last year. I don't know whether they fixed it. Let me see. I don't think they tried it internally and then they discovered it's okay. Don't panic. It's like, no, I think it's too strong. No, SI. SI want what is best for the community. Start across. Okay, let's go. Volante. I'm trying to supercharge the Volante. So I don't know whether it's going to work. Okay, let's go. Okay, right there. The Volantes are now deeper. Yeah, okay. The guy goes forward. Gets the ball out the pitch. Boom. Volante on support. That's the trick. I think your tactic can work. I looked at the first time I looked at the tactic, it reminded me of one I made last year. Okay, they can do the same thing. But you got these three running forward to score, so that's your threat, right? You get wing back, support, but get these two guys to get further forward. Close down more, tackle harder. But you need to make sure they have high work rate, aggression, stamina. They must have stamina, work rate, and aggression. That's the three attributes you need. Because you need them to get up the pitch. You need them to do all that work. Right? But you don't need to maximum closing down. Just do the maximum closing down to those two guys. The rest you tell them to be three quarters. You don't want everybody doubling up, right? You just want those two guys to do the doubling up in the center. Both of them will go for the same player. But they chop players down. The only problem is this tactic is going to be when those two get tired. So they will get further forward in the transition because of the PIs that we apply. This PI, I take more risks, dribble more, and get further forward. Then I added close down more and close down more. How do you give him close down more and not this guy? Because you come in here, right? This guy has got close down more here, right? Yeah. So actually, it's very simple. Once it's close down more often. It's quite. I brought back your close down more and then by 1 notch. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So the other thing you can do with this tactic. Why am I doing this to myself? Okay, I don't want to make it too complicated. I was starting the idea of getting this to be like the libero kind of player. He pushes up, but I don't use the libero. I use the ball playing defender because of this year. This is the best for me, the best role in the game. We got like 3 liberos right now here. A ball playing defender with dribble more, take more risks is to me equal to a libero right now. Singularly one of the best roles for a back 3. Remember, your 3 guys up top are not going to help you defend. Okay, so it's just a risk we took with this tactic. Nice. Yeah, our 2 volantes so high up the pitch now. With the gap further forward. Okay, now it's 70th minute. Okay, 70th minute, if we don't change the 2 volantes, good luck to us. We are done. Then our wingbacks have to swap as well. This tactic is gonna have the same thing every time. And then we'll change this guy for good measure. Yep. Done. Don't use a libero. Yeah. In fact, in Football Manager 23, I'll tell you just don't forget the libero. Don't bother. Use a ball playing defender. Dribble more, take more risks. Much better. Much better. Because the libero there's this initial position is higher, right? But sometimes it doesn't give us anything, like just that positional thing. Whereas the ball playing defenders on defense, you see what he's going to push up. This is what I want to see in a libero. This is what I wanted last year with the liberos. No? Like them pushing up with the ball and dictating play and trying to trigger something. But it didn't happen, right? So this year, there's me and I think basically there were 2 of us working very hard to change the way the ball playing defender was working. Me and FM Guru, right? So both of us were every time giving comments to SI about the ball playing defenders. So internally, I know he was working on it because we are the same. We keep in touch quite a lot. He's the only other FM creator, right, for tactics I talk to. Yeah. So this is it, man. Your tactic, nice, sweet. So what do? Change the 2 roles to volantes on support. To me, it's a cheat code. It's not so much of a cheat code, not as much as it was in FM21. But you can still do this to the double volantes, right? Your volantes, but the only problem is, right, they're gonna get tired. I'm telling you, okay, they are gonna get tired. No, so you have that one substitution ready on standby. I tell you, you're gonna have to sub the. This tactic substitution strategy is very straightforward. The 2 DMs and the 2 wingbacks. You hold that 5th substitution just in case one of your DMs gets tired. That's it. So, yeah. So this tactic, very simple, right? You just change this. Volante and volante. And got it. Tactic is done. You don't have to do anything else. Very nice tactic. Right. Then these 3 are going to attack. So you got a central thrust. It's always putting pressure on defenses, right? And you got a 3. Yeah. Ball playing defenders. So you got like 3 liberos. This is, to me, this is the way I wanted. I mean, libero. All we get right now is the libero shifting up, but not really doing enough, in my opinion. Yeah. So this is okay. All right, let's go to the next tactic. Okay, we got 3-4-2-1 AS Roma 2030. Okay, this guy get forward. That's it. You know why? You got 3 guys defending. Why hold this guy back when these guys are defend duty? Get him up the pitch. The AP has got more options then. That's all the only change you have to make in this tactic. And you can come in here and tell this fella to get forward, close down more. Remember I did just now the other tactic to make him very influential in this area? Right. So he will work a lot harder to bring the ball up with this wing back. You got ball playing defender, wide centre back, CD on cover, shorter passing, thing. Yep. Don't change anything else. This is just fine. Alright. So he changes the wing back on attack and asks this guy to do a bit more work. And you'll be fine. This guy you ask him to roam and move into the channels. When he roams and move in the channels, they end up here. This wing back and him will together they will work together to create chances. You can also tell this player to far post. Instead of going for this player, you tell him aim here where the shadow strikers are attacking. Yeah. So that's how I would adjust your tactic. Okay, then let's go. Right. And the next tactic we have Tottenham 3-4-3. Why must you tell me it's Tottenham? Specifically for Tottenham. Okay. Complete wing back attack. Nah, nothing wrong. I think it's a good role. Yeah, it's a very good role this year. I probably wouldn't use this guy. He's a ball playing defender on cover. No, don't bother with I would not bother with the libero. Just he pushes up for nothing. Yeah. Doesn't do much. It doesn't give us any love. The ball playing libero this year. This guy asking to stay. You're gonna use the ball playing defender's position, asking to stay, but especially no. In fact, I wouldn't do that. I would just ask this guy to be a white centre back on defense. You got complete wing back running forward, right? Get him to be a white centre back. Yeah. So he comes up and supports this side. If you want him to play those balls down the line, then you're playing a ball playing defender. Defend. So ask yourself what you want. In a game, do you want him to defend or you want him to bring the ball and then put one over? Sometimes if you want to put one over, then ball playing defender. If you want him to defend, white centre back on defense. You want him to bring up the ball and act like a white wing back where it was very maybe a white defensive wing back, white centre back on support. So these are the 3. Only you can answer the questions. I can't. Okay. So how do you want him to play? Right. So complete wing back is a bomb. He's gonna do a natural overlap with this guy, which is nice. Okay. And yeah, shorter passing, higher tempo, counter. You don't need counter press in every tactic, guys. It's a bit overused. Yeah. Just to leave the decision making to your players. Wing back is nice. I would probably tell you to mark tight. Why? Because opposition players are coming. Don't be too far away from them. That kind of thing. Right? So that's about the only thing. Okay, most coaches, right, when it comes to back 3 systems, so always tell the aside midfielders to do this. Mark tight. Like man marking, right? The player comes in, I want you to be very close to the target. I don't need to run around. So this guy is given the loose responsibility of covering for these 2. So these 2 guys are marking tight and he covers 2. So this could work. Yeah, just change it like this and you'll be fine. Let's look for another tactic. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, let me check the folder. That's all. Okay. Dropbox. Oh, we got 2 more here. Okay, we got Grey Fox and Emmanuel, the 2 of you. Okay, so we download these 2 tactics. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. Huh? Okay. I ain't downloading something I can't see. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't like that. Yeah. Okay, and manual, you can see the file. Yeah. All right, 4, 2, 3, 1. Wing back, ball playing defender. I have a good mind to tell you to do this. Ball playing defender or defend, just ask the wing back to go forward because this guy's gonna come in. He's gonna do a natural. He's gonna do a natural overlap, right? Then this guy's safe. So that's it, right? This guy drops in and then he can help to create goals, right? So this guy, okay, fine. Yeah. That's the only change you make. That's it. That's it. Just get this guy to be on attack. You may even try this focus, but I wouldn't play so short. I'll play like shorter or standard, slightly shorter, something like this. You give your players a bit more options to pass the ball because they are wing backs, they're working, and you've got like we've got to move the ball up the pitch. I mean, focus play on right is not necessary. Yeah, this guy is correct. Stay wider. Okay, fine. Advanced ball, take more risk. Okay, wing back, CD, or playing defender. Okay, all right. That's it. Crossing far post, more tighter. Yeah, that's the only thing I would change. Yeah. Yeah. So this is fine. So this is gonna be good. Yeah. Load. I covered all the tactics I saw today. Modified from Portuguesa, overload on one side. Strike rate because Portuguesa is like that. You know, playing the midfield with the meta using Arsenal. Can't create this one. So the defense is not as good. Because Portuguesa is all about beat block, no? Yeah. Drawing teams and then hit them on a mid block. Volante, winger. Inverted winger on support. No, I wouldn't play defensive. Stay positive. Try pushing it up a bit more. I mean, you can play on defensive. Or you go to balance at least. Yeah. Balance. Hit early cross to leave it. Right defense, dribble less, no, be more. Just remove the be more discipline. Okay, now you got this. Then you got focus play on the left. These guys will shift to the left. The CM, they'll make space on the right. The wing back will come this way. Inside forward will come this way. Whip cross, no, mixed. Yeah. So this is the way I would set it up. Inverted wing. Why inverted winger? There will be a natural overlap with the wing back. Right? And then moves out the pitch. The volante will come out the pitch. The three of them will then launch balls into the center where the CM is attacking as well. That's how I would set it up. Drop-off mode will give you a mobile block that's moving back. But this will be enough. Yeah. I think the mistake is the fact that you're using a winger. Because I think that if you use an inverted winger, the inverted winger goes into the half space. If he goes into the half space, you'll be fine. Yeah. So we call all the tactics, man. So all the tactics that were in this folder, we've done all of them. Yeah. But I just put out the link, right? So these are all the tactics that we received today. Alright, so Grey Fox, we did all, right? Emmanuel. I know some of you got doubles, like Emmanuel got 2, so I only picked 1. So we covered, I mean, this is last week lah. Shit. 22. I did last week's tactic. Yeah. Grey Fox also I did this is last week's tactic. Yeah, but we cover all the tactics. Yep. Alright, all the tactics were covered, man. So want to thank everybody for sending your tactics. I hope I got all your tactics. Hopefully all your tactics were put in because I put up the link in the chat just now. We covered all the tactics and some of your tactics were brilliant. One of the tactics we needed to change it completely. The business is back. I need to go and talk to her. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, continuing adventures of Napoli. And of course, we have to go and sign some players. And Scramjet. Yes, we've been using Scramjet. It's great. So we scored some brilliant goals. But of course, we need players. Which tactic doesn't need players, right? Okay, guys, stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.